what has happened to you? Hello, my friend. Would you be interested in helping the great adventurer Narcissus Dren? He's busy exploring a nearby Ayleid ruin, and I fear for his safety. The noted explorer Narcissus Dren has gone to investigate the ruins of Wendir, and I fear he may be in trouble. He left some time ago to procure an Ayleid relic, the emblem of the last king. Could you go and help him? He will reward your efforts. Find Narcissus and help him recover the emblem from Wendir. Here, let me mark it on your map. He had some wood-elf allies, but I do not trust them. My dear Narcissus is brilliant but impulsive, and needs someone to protect him from his own enthusiasm. I can tell you a little about the area, but I'm afraid full information on the task ahead should come from Narcissus Dren himself. Please, go seek him out. You're unfamiliar with the great Narcissus Dren? Surely you've encountered his works at some point. Narcissus Dren and the Draugr Dilemma? Narcissus Dren and the Well of Gold? Of course, but don't mistake him for a mere scrivener. He is a man with a penchant for ruins, a fondness for levers, and an appetite for adventure that would rival a sensuous hunger. I'm one of Narcissus Dren's devoted personal assistants, perhaps the most devoted. I compile his research, organize his travel plans, and transcribe his notes. I'm proud to serve such a gifted explorer. I can tell you a little about the area, but I'm afraid full information on the task ahead should come from Narcissus Dren himself. Please, go seek him out. The ancient elves that ruled before the Empire built keeps, crypts, and fortifications throughout the land. This was one of the last of them before their kingdoms fell. Now, all are in ruins, overrun by monsters and rogues. Yes, but dear Narcissus lives for that type of adventure. That is why he needs someone to help him in his adversity, to help rein in his enthusiasm. I can tell you a little about the area, but I'm afraid full information on the task ahead should come from Narcissus Dren himself. Please, go seek him out.
Hush! Can't you see I'm busy blending into my surroundings? Elf Beta, of course. Yes, I could use some help. First, you must know I am the noted explorer Narcissus Dren. You know the name, of course. World-famous adventurer and author and all that. I've been exploring the Ayleid ruins here at Wendir. Things were going along swimmingly, when out of nowhere, my associates, a band called the Recollection, turned on me. I barely escaped with my life. Now I need someone to recover the emblem of the last king. Yes, one of the symbols of office of King Dinar, last of the Ayleid rulers. I thought the Recollection would be interested in the discovery. Apparently they were too interested and chased me out. But we're going back and will retrieve the emblem. We must search these surface ruins for two types of things. My own irreplaceable notes, and any information of the Recollection's doings. Those wood elves must have some papers about here. Mission orders, reports, or correspondence. I should never have mentioned the emblem of the last king to the Recollection. They sent a large contingent of helpers and drove me off. The emblem was part of the regalia of the last Ayleid king, Lelorian Dinar. You know about King Dinar? What? Really? You don't look that ancient. But then you know that when the last kingdom of the High Elves fell, its people and treasures were scattered. The emblem was a symbol of King Dinar's reign and an important Ayleid treasure. Indeed. I'd heard tales that the last king's 5 devoted retainers gathered here prior to his demise. The emblem of the last king is sure to be here, protected by the traps set by these 5 loyal retainers.
Let's end them.
this? They say I prattle. I don't prattle. I offer my wisdom calmly and reasonably. Grateful. Excellent. My notes on the 5 loyal retainers. You know, it would do you well to study these notes. They might come in handy someday. Yes, well, my alliance with the Recollection was a bit tenuous at best. Let's head into the catacombs beneath these ruins to sort through what we found, away from this rabble. Come here, assistant. Let's take a better look at those documents. Let me see those papers we gathered. Ah, I see. The Recollection found an altar but could go no farther. Sounds magical. There's mention of finding vials of blood, some sacred water, and a bottle of ancient wine. Yes, yes, those are our keys. It seems my former allies are not doing well without me. Petrification traps, locked doors, giant living statues, that peculiar altar. Typical novice stuff. Nothing that would challenge a master of his craft such as myself. Animated stonework. Doesn't surprise me. They don't require much upkeep. But this altar, Ayleid design, so it will need some liquid to activate it. They have the keys but have no clue how to use them. We press on. The renowned Narcissus Dren is not deterred by mundane challenges. Let's find this altar they mentioned, and keep your eyes out for any bottles, vials, or carafes they have excavated. The hunt is on, faithful assistant. With those notes, it's clear that the Recollection is stymied by that altar. I, of course, know how to activate it. We'll need a vial of blood, some sacred water, and/or wine from the things they've dug up. I did say we parted ways. Surely you, as an aspiring explorer yourself, should have caught the nuance. I'm of no obligation to be forthright with the specifics of how all parties came to be here at Windir. See? I needn't explain anything to you. You're well informed. I needed bodies willing to dive into an Ayleid ruin regardless of danger, and the Recollection was available and remarkably easy to convince. Until they turned on me. I needed some willing hands, and they were eager to help. Little did I imagine that they would desire the emblem more than I. Feel free to read my notes, though be warned, they are not on par with the quality of my published works. The hunt is on, faithful assistant. With those notes, it's clear that the Recollection is stymied by that altar. I, of course, know how to activate it. We'll need a vial of blood, some sacred water, and/or wine from the things they've dug up. This is a walk in the park, a stroll through the meadows. I've diced with Daedra and fled before undead hordes. There's nothing here we can't handle, and by we, I mean you. Heed my sage advice, Assistant, and there will be no problems at all. You might even learn something. Over there. What's on that stone table?
That'll teach them not to cross us.
I have my own theories as to why such ancient blood would be fresh. Alas, the recollection had no interest in my musings. What is this? Assistant! Don't you have anything to say about getting me caught up in this noxious mist? You were the one that... Oh, hello. Another of our recollection friends, eh? He stepped on that grate too, I see, with more permanent results. A shame he isn't as skillful and dexterous as I. This could have been me mere moments ago. Thank the gods for my quick reflexes. Best be on our way. Keep an eye out for these grates if you would, Assistant.
Too bad for it. And down they go.
Where is it now? Aha! Assistant, this is where they had been... Here we are. The sacred water. Drawn from a spring in the very heart of an Ayleid sanctuary, I don't doubt. Did you know that Wendir means journey in Ayleid? It could mean a journey into the afterlife, or some other destination for the ancient elves. It's amazing what you can learn from me. Three of the loyal retainers! Stand back, Assistant. I'll speak their names and command them. Lorimaro, Parhalia, Balipalin, Yonvarla, and, hang on. I don't know that last name. No, wait! There we are.
Easy.
Now we return to the altar. I'll go ahead and dust myself off a bit from the battle. Take the wine on your way out. We'll be needing that. The contents of this bottle, they've been partially used. Have they been drinking on the job? A moment, Assistant. Thanks to my dazzling intellect, I have deduced that we should anoint the altar with sacred water. Assistant, apply the sacred water. Simple. Sacred water goes on an altar. It's quite obvious. Any fool would see that. When you have been at this as long as I have, you develop a sixth sense for these things. Place all 3 items on the altar, but we will use the sacred water. Trust me. If you would place all 3 items that we collected onto the altar, we can proceed. Go on. Place the items atop the altar so we can consider our next step. The altar controls passage by way of that gate, but will open only to a particular libation. Typical Ayleid thinking. One of the bottles we've acquired from the recollection will do the trick. Choose carefully, assistant. I have faith in you. Ah, yes. That's the question, isn't it? As an altar, would they use sacred water? Or would they use blood, since they venerated the Daedra? Or would they simply use wine? One thing to always keep in mind is the need to experiment. Heed my instructions and you will go far, assistant. And now, anoint the altar with the sacred water. With this, our way is opened. Excellent! Wait, nothing is happening. Is it broken? Do I have a broken altar? Surely the sacred water must be the solution. I'm sure of it. That did it! Just as I predicted. A tribute to the wine shared between the retainers upon their arrival. Good job following my instructions, assistant. I'll make an explorer of you yet. I'm going on ahead. Onward to discovery. And here we are, the emblem. But it is sealed away by magic. Surely these tiles, pressed in correct sequence, will remove the warding spells on it. That carving looks important. It is some form of epitaph to the 5 loyal retainers. I'd venture it's crucial to releasing the emblem of the last king. But of course, you'd be a fool to think that a treasure hunter as respectable as myself would have no experience with a simple tile puzzle. Were I to put my vast expertise to use here, I'd venture that the solution to releasing that barrier lies in this epitaph. I could, but let's think of this as a teachable moment. A final examination, so to speak. You should work this one out on your own. I'll be here to supervise. The Narcissus Dren is no stranger to a puzzle, but can his assistant exhibit the same prowess? Let's wait and see. Go on now, read that epitaph. Allow me to advise. Read the epitaph very clearly. The wine we found earlier leads me to believe this place hosted a gathering of the 5 loyal retainers. A final toast, perhaps, using the finest drink. Given my professional expertise in solving puzzles, I'd venture that the path you take to cross these tiles is related to this nearby epitaph. The tale goes that the 5 loyal retainers traveled from afar to get here. Exactly. Perhaps that indicates the distance and direction to be moved. Regardless, I entrust this solution to you. I'll be here detailing the epitaph and these tiles from my notes. Hurry now, assistant. Surely you can handle this. This place is in a disarray. Do you think we could excavate one of these tiles? No, no. Narcissus Dren does not loot. Let me instead commit them to my notes here. They were the devoted servants of King Dinar, gathered from the four corners of Mundus to guard the emblem of their king, Lor Emaro, Parhalia, Barle Palin, and Jan Varla, each a legend among the Ayleids in their own right. The fifth retainer was a need, unnamed in the chronicles. They sealed these ruins to protect the emblem. The 5 loyal retainers should be dead after all these years, but with powerful magics, you never know. Took your time. The path is now clear, and the emblem of the last king calls to me. Come! Look at it! It's marvelous! Floating there, just waiting to be taken. Any final notes, Assistant, before I commit history? Now, Assistant, we have found the emblem of the last king. It's been waiting so long for me to recover it. Step aside, Assistant. The great and wise Narcissus Dren will now seize the emblem. I intend to present it to my assistant Elfbeta at her southern camp. Yes, that sounds sufficiently thrilling. Fool of an assistant! Do not disturb me, or I'll have you demoted to a footnote in my next book. You stumbled through much, and now your reward is to watch me finally grasp the emblem of the last king. Ah, the emblem at last. I've bested those recollection fools. No! A trap! It's that petrification gas! Take the emblem to Elfbeta! I...
Ah, there you are. I was beginning to get worried. Delightful to see you remain in one piece. Some of my dear Narcissus collaborators do not survive the experience. Tell me, how did you fare? Excellent. I've arranged payment for your efforts. Did Narcissus come with you? I know. Probably still taking notes for his next dissertation, I expect. Should I go after him? Eventually, I suppose. He gets cross with me when I fuss about him too much. I need to take my leave shortly. Narcissus should turn up any time now. Perhaps I should go looking for him. In any event, thank you for your help. Oh dear. Should I wait here? Should we go after him? I don't want him to think I believe he needs constant oversight, but he does get so wrapped up in his work. Ever the thoughtful scholar, my Narcissus. Very well, I shall do as you say. Is there anything else I may do for you before I take my leave? I need to take my leave shortly. Narcissus should turn up any time now. Perhaps I should go looking for him. In any event, thank you for your help. Is he not masterful? Wise, kind, and thoughtful, and so daring. This emblem that you've returned with is simply fascinating. I'll begin cataloging it while I wait for him to return. I understand. Sometimes he gets so involved I have to drag him away. Knowledge and research always come first for Narcissus. He's a rock-solid scholar. I need to take my leave shortly. Narcissus should turn up any time now.